friend of mine. It's really nice
Thanks, Priya.
session, Stan.
Nice to see you online.
Yes, I have similar points what you have covered in regard with Gita. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Have a good session.
Should I start, Sarge?
Yes, we are ready to start the concert, and then we will hand over the session to Ms. Priyadarshini, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, MCs, please be ready.
ऐसा क्यों होता है तेरे जाने के बाद, लगता है हाथों में तो रह गए तेरे हाथ। तू शामिल है मेरे हंसने और रोने में, है क्या कोई कमी मेरे पागल होने में। मैनू इश्क तेरा इश्क तेरा है डूबा, मैनू इश्क तेरा डूबा, हाँ इश्क तेरा है डूबा। मैं के तुझको ही बस देख कर भूली मुझको भी मेरी नजर, तुझको शायद नहीं है खबर, तुझको जीते हैं हम किस कदर। चूहे जो तेरे ख्वाब से तो टूटे हम नींद से, ये कैसा तेरा इश्क है साजना। तू हाथों में तो है मेरे, है क्यों वही लकीरों में, ये कैसा तेरा इश्क है साजना। तेरे बिना रातें ना हूँ मेरी, तेरे करीब हो मेरे ये दोस्त भी, तेरे बिना कभी रातें ना हूँ मेरी, तेरे करीब हो मेरे ये दोस्त भी। चूरे जो तेरे ख्वाब से तो टूटे हम नींद से, ये कैसा तेरा इश्क है साजना। काफी है। कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो, कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो। क्या कहना है, क्या सुनना है, मुझको पता है, तुमको पता है। समय का ये पल थम सा गया है और इस पल में कोई नहीं है इकलौता दिल मेरा तुझ पे ही कुर्बान हुआ हकीकत है या कोई है वहमी दास्तां शोहबत में तेरी गुजारू शामों सुबह दिलकश रहे जिंदगी है बस यही एक दुआ सुन लो ना लफ्ज कम से हो गए हाजिर जो तुम हो यहाँ दिल राजी है आने को तेरे ही गुलिस्तां हम तुम जो संग रहे कायम रहे खुशियाँ धागे मैं ये छोड़ दूँ और गवा रहे ये दुनिया सुन लो ना तुम जो मिले तो पता मिल गया लापता बरसात का ये बूंद है जैसे देने लगी जवाब हर बात का भीगे उन कुल्फतों के बीर से तुम गुर्बते चुन लो ना सुन लो ना
Such an amazing performance. Thank you very much. MCs, could you please take it ahead? Yeah, Aishwarya, over to you.
By now, I think we've all understood that meditation plays such a crucial role in our life, and it can give us calm, peace, and balance that all of us could benefit from, both emotionally and mentally. So, and these benefits don't end when your meditation session ends, and meditation can help us carry you more calmly throughout your day and may help you manage symptoms of certain medical conditions. Now we have Mrs. G. Priyadarshini here with us today for a peaceful session. I welcome you, ma'am.
An imaginative professional social work expert in community development through participating approaches, teacher and early coordinator in Heartfulness Learning Center, Kanha Shanti Vanam. Priyadarshini ma'am holds a B.Tech in computer science, diploma in Sanskrit and master in yoga. She has vast knowledge about the body and the mind and has an experience in conducting multiple workshops for teachers and students in storytelling and yoga and is a certified trainer in Heartfulness Institute. She is also the recipient of the first prize in All India essay writing competition. We are so honored to have you here, ma'am. So the floor is all yours. Please take it ahead.
Thank you. Namaste. If I may ask you, if your bandwidth permits, will you be able to switch on the videos? That gives me more motivation. Being a last speaker, I need more motivation. If your bandwidth permits. Yes, now I'm getting energy. That's wonderful. I'll wait for a minute. If more numbers can switch on the videos. Okay, how much time do I have to speak and to conduct my session so that I can divide accordingly?
If we can wind it up in maximum 20 minutes, if that's okay.
Then I can't speak much because whatever the other speaker spoke, maybe I can give you an experience. So there is a relaxation, there is meditation, and there is, yeah, I was requested to talk as well. 20 minutes, I will try.
It's okay, ma'am. You can take even more. That's perfectly fine. You're all here to admire your knowledge and learn from you.
Thank you for that. So a warm welcome to all of you. Can you please help me share the screen?
Ma'am, I think now you can share.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Are you able to see the full screen? Is full screen visible?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Not a slideshow.
Okay, let me do that again. Let me know now.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfectly
Yes.
visible, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear about you, especially Saharsh from Rajeshwari ma'am. It's really a beautiful and wonderful initiative by the team. So here I would like to bring science, the ancient scriptures, and the experience together, three things together. First of all, I would like to say that many of you must be knowing the background of the Gita. It's a conversation between Lord Krishna and his disciple Arjuna. So this is our this Bhagavad Gita is a text which is taken from a great epic called Mahabharata. So here it's a discussion or a conversation between the person who has attained perfection already and the person who would like to reach that perfect state. So if we can take it that way, how a leader or a mentor is needed when we are in a difficult state. Because Bhagavad Gita setting was like that. It did not happen in any ashram or something. It happened in a chaotic situation. It happened when Arjuna was Arjuna, who is one of the heroes of this text, Bhagavad Gita, where he was deeply drowned in emotional disturbances and where he was not able to take any decision. At that time, he needed a mentor, a right guide or a mentor who came into the picture and helped him. So even in meditation, that's why we need a guide to help us to lead. So what is this about? What does it do actually? It says a lot of things, but to tell it in an essence, it helps us forming the character. It helps us bringing two opposite things together. For example, if I'm very strong and I'm powerful in many aspects, I am a great leader. But if gentleness is not accompanied with that power and strength, I develop an ego. So Bhagavad Gita helps us to get the strength and gentleness together so that we can be a complete human being and lead a good life, a quality life. In the same way, social welfare, where I am very generous and I am charitable. I do a lot of wonderful things. But if the wisdom is not backed by the social welfare, again, that's becoming boasting that I am doing for my self-satisfaction or selfishness. The same way, dynamism and peace. I can be a dynamic leader, but at the same time, I should have inner peace so that I can go to the higher, I can reach my goals. And the same way, broad-mindedness and deep faith and intense fearlessness and intense compassion. So fearlessness is good, but we should know where we have to be fearless. If compassion is backed by that fearlessness, then we are a complete being. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. In an essence, in a nutshell, with the given time, I can only tell that much. This is my favorite shloka, where we are all undergoing a difficult state. How to get rid of my anger. Probably I request one of you to read the meaning of the shloka.
Anger leads to clouding of judgment, which results in bewilderment of the memory. When the memory is bewildered, the intellect gets destroyed, and when the intellect is destroyed, one is ruined.
Yes. So whatever Stan was speaking, where we arrive in, how we arrive in delusion is because of anger. And what is the root cause of anger is our desire. See, a desire is again a scientific thing where my thought, it's just my thought and how I am going with the world. When my thought goes to the world, it becomes desire. How to work on my desire is in my hands. Are there any tools and techniques? Yes, I do have. If I'm not able to work on my desires, then it will be a disaster. So the root cause of anger is desire. There are many examples in our ancient wisdom. For example, we have this Ganesha, right? The story of Ganesha, which has the elephant head and a big trunk and tusk. Again, it is a symbolic representation that a big head tells us that Ganesha is, that's our intellect. Our intellect should be really high. That's what symbolically the big head conveys. And the trunk, which can also pick the needle, which can also uproot the roots of the trees. That is the, we should have that subtlety as well as we should know how to go outside the world and should be able to, we should involve with the world. Meditation will never ask you to go deep inside, go sit in your home, don't do anything. No, not at all. Even Bhagavad Gita doesn't say that. But you should know how to work upon your desire. That's what Gita says. So when the desire is under our regulation, if I direct that desire in a right direction, then I will be able to work on my anger. I will be able to get this anger in a balanced state. Again, not getting angry for anything, that is also not right. We should have anger towards the negative things that are distracting us. For example, unnecessary screen time. I will be sitting hours together in front of the screen without any use. I will be just like that. I will be browsing because I am addicted to it. At the time, I should be angry towards this habit. So then I will be able to work on my anger and there won't be any destruction. Destruction is not about person destroying or dying. It is not like that. Destruction happens in character. So that is one aspect. And this is the most favorite aspect. Yeah, I may take 5 more minutes for all these things to complete. I would love to recite the shloka also. काङ्क्षन्तः कर्मणां सिद्धिं यजन्त इह देवताः क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके siddhir karmaja. If anybody is ready, I would invite you to read the meaning of the shloka.
In this world, those desiring success in material activities worship the celestial gods, since material rewards manifest quickly.
Okay. So this is again what Lord Krishna is saying here. What is happening in this world usually? If I want to achieve any goal, then I will worship gods. For example, a 10th class student, you students, you know better. On the day of exams, some 100 coconuts, and that is very naturally happening, right? So without working on what we are given, there are duties, certain duties given to us. For example, students, what are their duties? What are they supposed to do? Where are they supposed to focus? When that focus is not there, and on the day of exam, even if you go and do that coconut thingy, will that happen? So that's a question for you, so that I can quickly get my goals, I can quickly get there. So does it happen? For example, if a sports player, if he is not practicing on the ground day in and day out, can he go to the international tournaments, and will he be able to get success? Anything in that case. So there is a famous example in corporate language. 3 C's are very important to achieve success in any field. The first thing is concentration, that we have learned in Stan's session just now, how to concentrate. And second thing is consistency. Third thing is cooperation. So there are many methods and techniques to achieve concentration. You have this relaxation technique, you have meditation, you can listen to music, you can sit at one place and then focus on your whatever you are going to achieve. So this concentration is nothing but the measure of the intellect that we are applying on each thing. So when I am working on something, that only one thing. So that's the concentration. That's the measure my intellect is working on particular thing. And second thing is consistency. So consistency, if I have to give you an example, for example, a canal, water will be flowing in one canal that will be reaching the river. So if that canal is in one direction, then it will reach faster. The flow will be faster. And if it is gone into multiple directions, what happens? The flow will become less. So consistency is like that. When we focus on one thing again and again and again and again, day in and day out, creating a routine, then we will achieve success. When these two things are there, we also need cooperation of the team. We also need cooperation of the family. If I am doing wonderful things, if I'm achieving success in my work, and if my team member is not doing well, then the project will not be successful. So cooperation is also an important aspect where in any field, if you want to get success. This he was mentioning already. We did not meet also, but I had this in my presentation. Csikszentmihalyi, in his book Flow, he has written that human mind can consciously process 150 bits of information in 1 second. So what is important here is my objective work is concentration. And what did he say in his study? The flow, how the flow happens. When there is a flow in any field, then we will achieve success automatically. He gave an example of Patanjali Yoga Sutras. He has studied Patanjali Yoga Sutras, which has written about many practices are given, practical aspects are given in that text. I encourage the youth to read that book and really get the understanding about this Patanjali Yoga Sutras, where you will understand how many practices are there to help you to get focus and to help you spiritually and materially as well. And Daniel Goleman, of course, in his book, he spoke so much about emotional intelligence. And yes, now we are in the epidemic of distraction. And now with this pandemic, it is like we cannot even say. So how do we utilize that digitalization is in our hands? This is the last thing I'm going to talk about. Only 4 things in our life bring balance. Only 4 things. Moderation in eating, moderation in enjoyment, moderation in work, moderation in sleep. That's what Shloka says. Again, this goes in tune with what Stan said before, that ancient scriptures already mentioned. Yukta hara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkhaha. If we can work on these 4 aspects, eating in proper rhythm, work also is important, but we should not neglect our recreation in the name of work. That is also happening in the rat race. Even that should not happen. We should also have proper enjoyment in our life. We should also have pauses in our life. So that's why eating, recreation, work, and sleep, these 4 things, if we have in moderation, that is yoga, Lord Krishna says. And yes, again, now we are going to focus on this aspect. We are going to experience now that it is important for us to pause. Too much of chaos, important for us to pause. Change your direction towards a noble cause. Feeling the object rather than just thinking. At first, it starts with thinking, I agree with you, but the same thinking will convert into feeling. Otherwise, there is no use. And in that feeling, when we absorb, what happens? That's what you are going to experience now in relaxation and meditation. Now, I would like to end this talk with a poem by Oliver Goldsmith. Again, I request or invite one of you to read this.
As a bird, each found endearment tries to tempt its new fledged offspring to the skies. He tried each art, reproved each dull delay, allured to brighter worlds, and led the way.
This is dedicated to all of you because you are all going to be the leaders. And I believe that you are already the leaders. And you should know how to lead yourself. And you should know how to lead the people around you. So thank you so much. That's about today's presentation. I wanted to talk. And now it's an experience session where after meditation, you will fall into sleep. That's absolutely fine. It's nothing like that. If you can go to a peaceful sleep. Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Okay. So you must have experienced the relaxation technique. I will give you a quick relaxation followed by guided meditation. Now feel your entire body from top to bottom and bottom to top. Quickly scan your entire system. Now feel the healing energy is moving from the Mother Earth to your toes, your legs, knees and thighs, your hips, your chest region, back, and your arms. How This healing energy is moving freely throughout your system. Feel your neck muscles and facial muscles also relaxed. Relax each and every part of your face, your nose, eyes, ears, forehead, cheeks, earlobes. Relax your entire head region. Now feel the free flow of healing energy throughout your body and scan your entire body. Feel the lightness. Now bring your awareness to your heart. When you are resting in your heart, feel immersed in the love and light in your heart. Now we will be starting the meditation with this subtle suggestion that the divine light is already there in my heart and that is attracting me inwards. With this suggestion, please start your meditation, and if any thoughts come, just gently ignore them and bring yourself back to the meditation process. Please start until I say the next instruction. That's all. Take a few moments to open your eyes. Observe your inner condition and state. Take your own time to open your eyes. You don't need to be in a rush. Because it is always important to have good amount of transition time between each state so that you can retain whatever is given or whatever you gained from that. Thank you. It's over to you, Aishwarya.
It was indeed a very peaceful session, ma'am. There are a lot of self-discovery meanwhile. It was indeed great. Now I would like to thank you for handling such a great session. I would also want to invite Achyut to express token of gratitude towards Priyadarshini ma'am for this lovely session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session and taking out time out of a busy schedule to take this relaxation session after a very long, like from 3 to 9 continuous speaker session. It was a wonderful relaxation session, ma'am. I would like to present token of gratitude from my side. Please accept this, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I would also like to extend a thank you to Mrs. Rajeshwari Hegde ma'am and Dr. Rajeshwari Hegde ma'am and Dr. Susan Elias ma'am for being our mentor. And I would also like to thank our wonderful audience for being with us throughout this long day, and our sponsors, Varivo Motors and EduCheck, along with our collaborators. Without them, this event would not be possible. And thank you, guys.
And
Thank you very much. And guys, stay tuned for tomorrow as well, because tomorrow we are again coming up with newer and exciting sessions. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
before you leave, you share your experience about the last session, the relaxation and meditation session. You can type your experience and you can leave if your program is over. That's my request.
Also request, please feel free to the feedback form as well, so that we will be able to deliver the same to ma'am as well.
Thank you. That helps me. It was deep. Thank you, Kaustubha. Omkar, thank you. Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you, Pawan.
Achyut, meanwhile, I guess we can